Guys, welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to say what's up to everybody, and I hope you guys are doing well. And today I want to talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z finally answered that viral question, and the viral question was, would you rather get $500,000 or have dinner with Jay-Z? Well, the short answer is $500,000, but I'm going to explain exactly why, and we're going to break some of this down for you, and I'm going to let you know what Jay said as well. So get comfortable, buckle up a seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under the B1 condition. B1 means we're Black first. Black first means we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first does not mean that we dislike white people. It just means that we love ourselves. If you agree with that philosophy, put a B1 in the chat. The Black community needs healing, and the Black Business School is getting that done. So anyway, guys, I want to say hello to everybody. What's going on TikTok and everywhere else, and be careful on TikTok. There's a lot of fake pages out there. My TikTok page is about 31,000. So if you go to TikTok and look for me and you don't see 31,000 followers, just know that's not me. And also on Instagram, my new page is Dr. Boyce Finance. So anyway, guys, I want to say hello to everybody. Truth, yes, I am really live. Hey, Jermaine Trusty. Hey, Chris, good join. Deborah, good to see you. I hope you guys had fun at the All Black National Convention. Hundreds of you were there. We had a great time. It was explosive. Lots of learning, lots of training, lots of experts. Never before in history have you had that many intelligent Black people together, independently funded for the sole purpose of improving the Black community. And we laid out solutions. We made big plans. We got things done. We made major connections with the Black Doctoral Network. So it was very, very, very productive and a wonderful experience. Plus, we had a lot of fun. So anyway, if you'd like to learn more about what we're going to do next year and get early bird tickets, we are going to sell out next year, just like before. So you may want to get your ticket early. Just go to allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. All right, let me just ask you all this. How many of you, give me a yes or no, how many of you saw that viral question about Jay-Z and whether or not you would rather have dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000? Anybody see that by chance? That was a conversation that happened a while back, but it came back up this week because Gayle King interviewed Jay-Z, and she asked him straight up, what would you do? Would you take the $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? Now, I'm going to ask y'all really quick before I tell you what Jay-Z said and give my interpretation. What do y'all think? What y'all think matters more to me than what Jay thinks or what I think? What do y'all think? Would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000? In fact, I'm going to go ahead and guess based on my Twitter poll. I did a Twitter poll earlier, and I'm going to guess that it looks like on Twitter, 94% of you said you'd rather have the money. 6.5% of you said you'd rather have dinner with Jay-Z. So I want to see. So I'm trying to see, is there anybody in here? That's my first question. Is there anybody in here who would actually take the dinner over the money? Is there anybody? My wife is sitting here saying, no, give me the money. Anybody? Is there one single person? I'm looking for one person who says I'd rather say yes, or you could just say the money if you want to answer. I'm just asking because I'm really trying to figure this out. Let me just tell you like this. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be mean today. I'm trying to be nice. But that's a dumbass question. I'm sorry. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be rude. If you thought about taking the dinner, I just come talk to me, hang out with me, and I will explain to you why a $500,000 dinner is usually not worth the money. And at least not with a rapper, not with Jay-Z. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that Jay-Z is not a person that could teach you some things. I'm also not saying that Jay-Z is not a person who could hook you up. What I'm saying is that a fan who gives up $500,000 to have one 45-minute, 1 hour, 90-minute, maybe if you're lucky, 90-minute dinner with Jay-Z is probably not going to get anything at that dinner that's really going to change your life. You're just not. It's just not. Now again, that's very different. There are some dinners that can be $500,000 dinners. Like, let's be clear about that. I want to think about this from an investing standpoint. For most people, though, the $500,000 would do a whole lot more for you than sitting talking to Jay-Z. Because here's the thing. If you ask me, ask Dr. Boyce, what would you do? Would you rather have the money or sit with Jay-Z? Well, the answer, as in many financial questions, actually, is it depends. What am I going to get at this dinner? Now, if he's going to give me knowledge, well, I can get all that. And Jay agreed. This is not inconsistent with what Jay-Z himself said. He said, my albums are $10. You could have got all the knowledge out of my albums. So you could literally just go and listen to his records and hear some of his wisdom. I don't think he shares all his wisdom in his records, but that's another conversation. So this idea that he's going to give you some kind of magical wisdom that you can apply to your business is going to be worth that $500,000. Stop that. Seriously. Rappers are not business school professors. I'm not saying that they don't understand how to make money, but remember, Jay-Z, if he could not rap, he would probably not be making a lot of money. Without knowing how to be, without being a great lyricist in an industry that's very, very hot, in a society that tends to respect and like black men more when they rap than they do when they don't like black men who practice law as much as they like black men who rap, sing, dance, play basketball, whatever. They don't like medical doctors as much as they like black men who are entertainers. They don't like black engineers or business people as much as they like black people who dribble basketballs, throw footballs, and bust raps. That's just honest God truth. So Jay's benefit, the reason Jay is wealthy, is partly driven by the fact that he's extraordinarily good at an extraordinarily popular profession. It's like if I'm a cute girl and I have a I have a really popular OnlyFans and I go make $100 million, that does not mean I can go sit and explain to you how to go build an OnlyFans is going to make you $100 million. That's not, there's no, I think Black China literally said she made $200 million in OnlyFans. Sitting down with Black China for dinner is not going to help you make your 200 million. You understand? So I'm not saying Jay is a bad guy. I'm not saying he has nothing to offer. What I'm saying is that Jay's wisdom is not the benefit of what you get if you sit down with him. Now, here's where I would pay $500,000 for dinner with Jay-Z. So this is where my answer flips from no to yes. I'm going to sound like a complete hypocrite. Some of y'all might be confused by this. My answer flips from no to yes if it comes with this condition. If the condition is that I get connected to the contacts that you have. If Jay's going to sit there and he's going to say, here is my banker, here's my manager, here are phone numbers to all these important people that I know. Here's the I'm gonna put you in a joint text message with the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to connect you to my buddy over here at Bank of America who can get you a $2 million loan. I'm going to bring you in on a business deal that I'm doing where you're going to get an equity stake in this thing that we're going to do, whatever it is, right? Or I'm going to let you work behind the scenes and be a part of something that I'm doing. I think that could be worth the money. That could be worth the money. But dinner ain't going to do nothing for you except fill up your stomach. A dinner with Jay-Z, maybe it's maybe for fun, if you have the money to burn, maybe it's worth 15, 20,000. $500,000? No, you can buy a house with that. You do know that, right? And you're guaranteed to be able to live in that house. I would never take a $500,000 gamble to sit next to somebody just because they're a famous rapper. And here's the other thing that's important to understand. Remember, the entertainers that do well financially, they don't inherently have the financial expertise to become the billionaires they want to become. If you recall, think about this. While you got folks around us sitting around talking about how they would give away $500,000 to sit next to Jay-Z. Jay-Z was trying to sit next to Warren Buffett. LeBron sat next to Warren Buffett. Do you understand? So when it comes to if you're trying to learn how to be a great rapper, though, maybe Jay-Z is the guy you want to sit next to. But if you're trying to learn to be a great businessman, you should probably sit next to businessmen. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. And I'm not trying to disrespect Jay-Z or anything like that, because I know people that know people, and I don't want you getting back that Dr. Boyce hates you or something. I don't dislike Jay-Z. I love rappers. I have a lot of rapper friends. But then again, I don't like everything that comes out of rappers' mouths, because some of it's just, quite frankly, quite destructive for Black people. And I hate the fact that we have so many people that will argue with me about this. You can't explain to me why teaching little 5-year-old girls to twerk is good for the community, or having little Black boys run around busting guns and getting high on drugs is going to be good for Black people's future. It's not. It's terrible. But white people taught you to think it's okay because they pay you lots of money to do it. And so we degrade ourselves for the pleasure of other people. I'm not a fan of that. Fortunately, Jay-Z, though, he's evolved. I really like the way he's led his career. I like the way he's matured. I think that's extremely important for black men in general, because you're not a little boy. Stop, you ain't supposed to be 50 years old acting like a kid. So anyway, so that's my 2 cents on Jay-Z. So if but let me just say this. I took a poll on Twitter, and 94% of you said you would not give up $500,000 to have dinner with Jay-Z. I think a more appropriate question would have been something like, would you rather have $50,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? In that case, it's a little bit of a harder decision, because it's a one in a lifetime thing. It's Jay-Z, he's earned his respect. He's kind of done an amazing thing with his brand. And I think that that's worthy of respect for sure. So anyway, one more thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about Bitcoin really quick before we head out. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. You're watching the Black Financial Channel. Also, this content can be found on Apple and Spotify. So if you have Apple or Spotify, just look up my name. And in addition to that, if you didn't make it to the All Black National Convention this year, we just had an epic experience down in Atlanta. If you'd like to go to the next All Black National Convention, the tickets for next year, which will be in Chicago, it's going to be in Chicago. They're going to be at allblacknationalconvention.com, and you can get a 50% discount for the next couple of days. So feel free to go to allblacknationalconvention.com to lock in your seat for next year. We will sell out. Okay. All right. So anyway, as you hit the thumbs up button, let me tell you all about this thing called Bitcoin. Now, this is one of those moments, man. I'm going to have to say, Dr. Boyce told you so. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you will know that I've been telling y'all Bitcoin is not dead. I've been telling y'all and telling you for the longest, watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin took a dip. But what Bitcoin has done recently has really raised a lot of eyebrows. There's a lot of conversation right now about a Bitcoin ETF possibly being passed very soon. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust filed a lawsuit. Turns out that the SEC was overruled, and it was determined they made a mistake by blocking their Bitcoin ETF, which is a big deal. And right now, Bitcoin is killing it. Bitcoin's gone up 31% in the last 30 days. In the last 6 months, it's gone up 25%. Year to date, it's up 108%. 108%. That's 108%. That means your money would have doubled. Doubled. Did y'all hear me? Doubled if you'd invested in Bitcoin at the start of this year. That's money that was literally floated right by your face, and some of us didn't see it. Now, again, what do I think about Bitcoin? Do I think it's too late? No, I don't. I think Bitcoin has a lot of upside. And what impressed me the most about Bitcoin is that in the middle of what could only be defined as a horrible crypto winter, Bitcoin is one of the assets that really did a good job of maintaining its value. Bitcoin impressed me because of its resilience. And even when, you got Sam Bankman-Fried about to get 150 years in prison. You had 12,000, I believe 12,100 crypto coins that have been determined to be absolutely worthless. And Bitcoin's still just chugging along, sitting here right now at 31,000 or 34,000, excuse me. My Lord Jesus, that's so impressive considering that you could have bought your Bitcoin for just a few $100 maybe 7 or 8 years ago. In fact, if you bought Bitcoin 5 years ago, guess what your return on investment would be if you bought Bitcoin 5 years ago in 2018? I'm going to give you a moment to process that. You would have made a 446% ROI. That means your money would have nearly quintupled. If you started buying Bitcoin in, say, 2016, you could have bought it for $700, and now it's at 34,000. So if you had taken just a little bit of your money and put it into Bitcoin and just possess something that most people don't have, which is this thing called patience. Patience is where you go get your time from. Patience allows time to pass so the asset can grow. Some of you are expecting stuff to happen in 2 weeks. That is now how investing works. In many cases, it takes an asset 5, 7, 8, 9 years for it to realize its potential. So when I get on the internet, and you guys, I have to reiterate my background. I've been teaching stuff for 30 years. I'm not playing with y'all. Seriously. I taught at the University of Kentucky, Indiana University. I was talking about stuff like this in the 90s. And it's crazy to me that I have people on the internet who never took a finance class in their life, ain't never had a nickel in their pocket, who will say, well, you're wrong and you're crazy because you said that it would go up and it's been 6 whole months and it hasn't gone up. You obviously don't understand how investing works. Investing is not short, quick money. It's not fast money. It's slow money. So now that slow money, the slow money becomes the big money. The slow money becomes the sturdy money. So don't go for the fast money, y'all. You got to go for the slow money. Bitcoin, in my view, will likely be an asset that will continue to rise. Even at 34,000, I believe that's going to look cheap in 10 years. And again, nothing is guaranteed, but that's where I'm putting my money. So there we go. That's my 2 cents on that particular topic. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna roll on out of here. If you'd like to get profit alerts, typically when I find stocks I like, things like that, I send them out to those who are on the profit alerts list. So if you'd like to get the profit alerts, just text the word stock to 31996. Text stock to 31996. And also another way to connect is my new book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. You can find that at drboycebooks.com. Or you can also go to Audible. It's now on Audible. So if you like audiobooks, you can look up the 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. Just look up my name and you can find it there. All right. So hit that thumbs up button, please. Thumbs up, share. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Peace.